Fired. 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 I get it, assholes. I failed miserably here in Buffalo. Are you happy? The fans of Buffalo, boys, rioting in the streets, calling for the head of GM Superb, man. 5 years here in Buffalo and nothing but absolute failure. The last 8 playoff games that we've had, we've gone 0-8. All right, only getting 2 goals against the Carolina Hurricanes in round number 1. I think the fans of Buffalo, they've had enough of GM Superb, man. They're even sending messages to the owner. I mean, look at this. Dear Terrence Pegula, as you are well aware, GM Superb, man, has failed the Buffalo franchise greatly over the past 5 years. 3 years of no playoff appearances. Year 4 out in the first round, not even competitive. Year 5 barely made the playoffs, but swept that by the Carolina Hurricanes. Yeah, you forgot to mention that we only scored 2 goals in 4 games. We've allowed GM Superb, man, to acquire crazy players like Swiss Cheese, Malcolm Subban. That's not fair. And Victor Hedman, the man who gets no points but is getting north of 9 million. Bull Shiza, which have turned out to be duds here in Buffalo. As a citizen of Buffalo and representative of the fans, I hereby request you fire GM Superb, man, and hire a more competent general manager. Sincerely, the citizens and fans of Buffalo. All right, boys, we're back. I took some extra time just because I wanted everyone to get caught up. Yes, we are kicked out in the first round once again. Went up against the President's Trophy winning Carolina Hurricanes, and they destroyed us. 1-0 loss in game number 1, 4-1 loss in game number 2, 3-0 loss in game number 3, and a 2-1 overtime loss where they tied up the game in the last minutes in game number 4. Shutout twice. The last 2 games, or the other 2 games, 1 goal for each of them. 2 goals in 4 games played. So the roster that I put together here in the last few years, you know, it finally came together. I feel like, on paper anyways, we look like we have a good team, but it's not getting it done during the simulation. And you know what? The fans, they're calling for my head, so hold a team meeting. I'm just going to rip these guys. Well, boys, we're done for the year, and I think we had a good season. No, fuck that. They shouldn't be proud of themselves. I need more out of you guys next year. You guys won't be here next year. Challenge yourselves. No. I think it's safe to say that we needed to be better and work harder. I wish I could take that word we and you and put that in there. Maybe then you wouldn't be in this position. Yeah, there we go. I'll put that in there. Jack Eichel didn't like it, but our leader Wayne Simmons did. All right, so I know you guys, a lot of you guys, seriously now, a lot of you guys are calling for an end to this GM mode. But you know what, man? I don't want to give up just yet because one of the best things about general manager modes in any game is the ability to rebuild a team, to unload all the players and to make massive amounts of trades. And that's what we have. We have the possibility or the opportunity to completely reshape the Buffalo Sabres franchise, all right? So I'm not going to say that I'll be going too much longer, especially if we don't make the playoffs next year, but I would like to have a cool video here where we just trade away basically everyone who's underachieved. Everyone who's over a certain age gone. Like O'Reilly gone. Hedman gone. Sam Reinhart can stay. Turris gone. Wayne Simmons gone. Evander Kane gone. Ryan Ellis gone. Alright? Anyone who's like over the age of like 26, 27 gone. That means that we can have a fun video of massive trades. I know you guys like that. And I can turn into NHL 16 general manager instead of making it realistic. Fuck it, I gotta turn it around, alright? So, I am fired, boys, but still, we're gonna have some fun with it. So, damn, man. It's the first time. That's the first time I only lasted 5 years in any GM. It's pretty bad. Hang on. Is our AHL team still in there? Yeah, our AHL team is still in there. Burkholz for next year. That's another reason. I want to see what Burkholz can do when he finally gets up to the NHL, along with Altonen, Day, and Gooley. I have all these young guys I want to play. So, boys, one more year. But we're going to be giving up on the players that we entrusted. Oh, my God. We got swept out in the first round of the AHL playoffs as well. Man, I can't put a good team together, boys. I just can't do it. All right, OHL, not that it matters. There we go, 6 weeks. All right, so let's just get this simulating done. The good news, let me just go for a drink, actually. Good news is I already did some pre-scouting for you guys. I got a handful of players, right defensemen and left wingers that if I can acquire, can definitely help out the team next year. I figured out the top 6 forwards and the top 6 defensemen that I'd be okay with going into next year. It's a little bit weird when it's not in front of you, but I might as well just talk about it. Estefan, Altonen, Reinhart, Eichel, Burkholz, Pooh, and Palmu would be the forwards that I can work with. But I would like to maybe trade for one forward, the way I was Shit. Oh, well, whatever. 2 more weeks. Stanley Cup champions, the Edmonton Oilers. So, what was it? Adam Ernie? Did he win the guys who I traded for Griffin Reinhart? Yeah, so I think Adam Ernie just won the Stanley Cup. Congratulations. Salary cap for the upcoming season, blah, blah, blah. All right, so the Rochester Americans swept out in the first round. The Buffalo Sabres swept out in the first round. I've drafted a bunch of friggin' sissies who can't lead their team to victory, man. Bunch of Americans. That's right, I said it. That's right, I said it. If I was a Canadian general manager, I'd just draft Canadians nonstop. We'd be in the Stanley Cup Finals. Oh, God, I've started a shitstorm now. All right, here we go. Let's start it up. AHL, NHL, sim to the draft. We're getting right into the draft. Start the NHL draft. Let's get this started. We're starting off with some big trades, all right? So first off, where's my draft pick? Did I trade away? Yeah, there we go. We got 19th overall pick, all right? But offer trade. So let's offer some trades here. No, not for the first overall pick or anything. Okay, I don't even know how we're going to get this. I got to take off my sweater for this, boys. All right, I got my coffee. Not in real life, but hypothetical coffee, sitting down with my phone, making massive calls to the general managers around the league. All right, so the first guy I'm thinking about going for. All right, let's look at the D-man. Victor Hedman and Ryan Ellis. Ryan Ellis is not bad, but we all agree that Victor Hedman just was not getting it done. Now, there's one guy who I thought, same nationality, the Swedes, right-handed, but he's an offensive defenseman. All right, Dallas Stars. That's right, boys, Klingberg. All right, so I'll just show you why this trade makes sense. Now, they got Jamie Benn, they got Tyler Seguin, right? They have John Klingberg. You'd be thinking to yourself, well, these guys are trying to win the Stanley Cup. Why would they want to trade away Klingberg? Well, the reason is, I'll click on him. 27 years of age, top 4 defenseman, right? Full career stats. I'll show you what he's done so far in Dallas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 years there in Dallas. Not bad. But in this franchise, boys, not a single year in the playoffs. So since we've started simulating, this is year 5, the Dallas Stars have not gone on a playoff run. So in this universe, I guess you could say, the Dallas Stars are the same as us. They're looking to make a change. And I'm not going to be trading first-round picks. I'm going to be giving them something big considering that trade value, right? So John Klingberg, there we go. We're going to make a super sweet change right here. Victor Hedman, hopefully. Yeah, there you go, all right? So Victor Hedman straight up for John Klingberg. They don't want Hedman. They don't want Klingberg. However, the trade value for Hedman is far greater. 3 years left for Klingberg at 4.250. All right, Victor Hedman, fantastic player on paper, but just has not got it done, and he doesn't give us points during the regular season. Playoffs, forget about it, all right? So Hedman for Klingberg. Will it go through? There's not too much to deliberate on this deal. I think the Dallas fans will think that we came out ahead on this one. All right, boys. So I told you, I'm starting it crazy here. Kyle Turris. I don't care if you lost morale, Kyle Turris. You're on your way out anyways. Everyone's on their way out. Got to make sure that the morals don't drop to the point where their overalls drop. Yeah, I got to trade these guys first. All right, so Wayne Simmons, Kyle Turris. Yeah, okay. So these guys. All right, so I got Klingberg. All right, so I can go Gooley and Day on the left side, Klingberg up front. Now I can also go with Ryan Ellis, but I might as well make a trade. You know what? I'll wait for my second defenseman. I want that first winger first. All right. So I want to try this. I don't think I want to make this trade because this is an unrealistic trade, but I wanted to show you guys this player. There's some cool things about current gen for GM mode. I will say, if they could take the best from current gen and mix it in with the old gen's GM mode, it'd be fantastic. But this guy, Holdner, franchise player, 89 overall, right? 23 years of age. He's got, 3 years left. I don't think the Detroit Red Wings would want to trade this guy away, right? But look at this guy. Look when he was drafted. In the 2016 draft, the 5th round, 141 overall. They found another Pavel Datsyuk, basically, or Henrik Zetterberg. That's so cool. I really like that. They found a franchise player in the 5th round. He must have had some really good growth. Now, I was thinking about maybe making a trade for him, but you know what? Looking at it, the franchise, no, I'm not going to be able to do that. So skip on that. But I thought another team, the Arizona Coyotes, they got a left-wing playmaker that I had my eye on. That's right, boys. Max Domi, 88. Now, the reason I'm thinking about trading for this guy, same thing as a Klingberg. First of all, his morale, he's not that happy there in Arizona. He's already 25 years of age. Hang on, let me just check one more thing. What was his contract like? Let me press the B button. Please don't freeze on me right now. 2 years left. All right, so The thing about Max Domi is he's not happy in Arizona. He's got 1 more year left on his deal. I know it says 2, but that's just going to finish up this year, which means he's going to unrestricted free agency next year. So maybe he's going to get traded. So Arizona's trying to get something back for him right now. And I don't think they've had any runs to the playoff either. Let's see. He's had 5 years in the NHL. Pretty good stats. I could really use him on the top 6 or the first line. 6 years in the NHL, but not a single playoff run. So the same thing with the Dallas Stars. I'm not just, going crazy with these trades, making them totally unrealistic. I try to find players where at least they haven't done anything and they're looking to be maybe moved. Here, let me just see who I can be giving up here. So goalies matching the block. Jonesy. Martin Jones dropped back down to an 82 because we lost, yeah. Sub-Zero's not going anywhere. I got to hold on to Sub-Zero while I'm waiting for Stuart Skinner. And Sub-Zero's only 27, I think, so he's staying. Skaters matching the block. Let me take a look at this. All right, Klinberg, Burkholz, Day, Ellis. Could trade away Ellis. Yeah, then I'm going to have to get another defenseman coming back. Gooley. So Gooley's dropped down to a top 4 defenseman. That's all right. Ehlers. You know what? I might as well trade away Ehlers. Does he have 1 year left on his deal? I got to make sure 1 year left on a deal won't work. Hang on. Let me see. 3 years left. All right, so Ehlers can go. These guys down here, this guy 3 years. Riat doesn't really have much. All right, so we're going to have to give up something here. Draft pick. Here we go. We have 2 first-round picks this year. Might as well give up the Chicago Blackhawks. All right, Max Domi. So Max Domi. What happened to the other? Hang on a second here, boys. Skaters matching the block. Let me get Ehlers in there. So they're getting a little bit of a replacement for Max Domi. They're getting a first-round pick. No, there has to be something else in there. Has to be. Okay. I could always send just one of the veterans over there. Wayne Simmons, you can go. And then I can get, like, something else back. You know what? Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll send Wayne Simmons over there. They have too many skaters. So I will take off Ehlers. Wayne Simmons for Max Domi. Will that just work by itself? Wayne Simmons for Max Domi? No, it won't. All right, so Wayne Simmons, he's an older player. They want to replace for Max Domi. Let me try the second overall, not the second overall pick, the second rounder, all right? So Wayne Simmons and a second overall pick for Max Domi, who's not happy and he's only got 1 year left before he goes to free agency. All right, will it go through? We believe this transaction will contribute to our success. All right, so welcome Max Domi. Ryan O'Reilly doesn't like it. I don't give a shit. Offer trade. Let's go some more. Here we go, boy. I told you, I'm fed up with losing here. I'm rebuilding, but I'm rebuilding in the right way. I'm getting all these young players. I'm getting offensively minded players scoring freaking goals. All right. So we have Domi. I don't need any more forwards, but now that we're here, we could use one more defender. Yeah, I could get rid of Ryan Ellis. So let's get rid of Ryan Ellis. The other defenders I could bring in. Hang on, I have them here somewhere. Klinberg. Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay. Here we go. All right, so let's go to Tampa Bay because we have Luke Green from Montreal and D'Angelo from Tampa Bay. There's a few other guys, but I want a right-handed offensive defenseman. Tampa Bay, D'Angelo, he is that perfect fit. So there he is, top 4 potential, 87 overall. I don't know what this guy's stats were. Let me take a look at this guy's stats. Let's see. Did the Tampa Bay Lightning make the playoffs this year? So he's had 3 years in the NHL, pretty good stats. And they made the playoffs. They made the playoffs this year, but were kicked out in 6 games. So, yeah, okay, I can make this go through. All right, D'Angelo. Come on, game. I'm pressing buttons here. Let's see. Who do they have? Who's their best defenseman? Is it D'Angelo? They have 3 guys who are 87. So I have to send Ryan Ellis back in this. Okay, so D'Angelo. There we go. Oh, my God. This game, it doesn't listen to me. My finger movements are too quick for it. Sean Day, Ryan Ellis. All right, so we'll get Ryan Ellis in there. Very nice. Now, how much cap space do they have? They don't have that much cap space. So if I'm going to give up Ryan Ellis for this, I am going to also give up a draft pick. There we go. Let's give up the Chicago. All right, boom and boom. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Ryan Ellis and Chicago's first for a top 4, bona fide young top 4 defenseman. Will it go through? Are totally unwilling. Wow, even with the first. Very interesting. Totally unwilling to part ways with D'Angelo. Okay. We can work this out there. Don't worry. Defenseman. All right, let me just see some potential that I have. Day, Gooley, Ristolainen, no. Holding on to these young guys down here. They may be able to come up. No. Martin, no. Datsuk, no. You guys, no. Nobody like that is getting traded. Let's see, right wingers, no. Palmu, no. No one. I'm going to have to give up another pick maybe. Domi, Evander Kane. I could give you Evander Kane, but the thing is, you don't have the cap space for that. Do you have anyone that has a lot of cap and no trade value with 1 year left? And I'll take that. Let's see. Let's see if they have anyone like that. Yeah, I see Stamkos and Drouin are on the team. Pretty good. Only signed Stamkos for $8 million. That's not going to happen. Let's see. Callahan. How many years left? 1 year left. All right, I could kind of make that. Yeah, that would work. All right, there we go. So, Ellis, Evander Kane. I don't need the first in there anymore. Ellis and Evander Kane for D'Angelo and Callahan. I'm just taking Callie's contract. If I want to sign him, I can. Evander Kane. Yeah, there we go. Ryan Ellis, D'Angelo. I don't think that'll go through. Let's see. Trade block. Yeah, I'm going to add a draft pick in on this. This is a little bit much to get this defenseman, but I guarantee you he's going to grow. He's got a good trade value on him. And I have 3/3. Hell yeah, use this. There we go. LA Kings. Very nice. So, Ryan Ellis, Evander Kane, and a third for Anthony D'Angelo and Ryan Callahan. Boom. We believe this transaction will contribute to our success here in Tampa Bay. There we go, boys. Ryan Ellis and Evander Kane traded to Tampa. All right, so we have the top 6 defensemen. We have our top 6 forwards. Who else do we have on this team? I may just save one more player for the offseason. I want to see who's available in free agency, and then you guys can chime in. I still have Turris, right? Let's see. Let me just go age. Callahan, Turris, and O'Reilly. So I still have Kyle Turris and Ryan O'Reilly here, boys. So I can hold on to them for right now. I want to see who grows this year. Yeah, and they still have how many years left, Turris and O'Reilly? 4 and 6 years left. Yeah, just hopefully they don't drop. Okay, so I'll hold on to those guys for now, boys. So let me know. Well, let me know later. All right, so sim options. All right, so crazy amounts of trades, boys. Sim to user pick. I told you I'd be going nuts. I went absolutely nuts. Oh, man, they just had an elite goaltender, Gallagher, ahead of us. All right, so let's draft the right way here. We may find somebody useful. I mean, look at that guy who was drafted in the 5th round by Detroit. Fantastic. Come on, projected. I clicked the button. I got to click it again. There we go. Loophole. All right, let me just check out goalies first. I know I got Stuart Skinner down there, but to draft another one wouldn't be a bad idea. No. Nobody in the 1st round. Is there anyone who's got a elite potential that I could see? Bottom 6, top 6 D-man? No. All right, so I'll just go with somebody here at the top, boys. I think I could use a defenseman. Safronov, offensive defenseman. I'll take this guy. I'll just draft him. There you go. Make a pick. Let's see how good he is. Top 4 offensive defenseman. That's pretty good. I'll take that. Sim options. Sim to user pick. Now, did I already give up? Right, I gave up my 2nd, and I still have the 2 firsts. Good. Man, we still have some massive trading assets, boys. I can really bring in another superstar young player. Turris and O'Reilly. Seabrook, and more defensemen. Good. Defensive defenseman. Let's go 2-way defender. There we go. Seabrook. Canadian with the name Seabrook as a defenseman. Can't go wrong. All right, so we got a top 4 2-way defender and a top 4 offensive defenseman. Good. Building up the defensive core for the future. All right, so sim options. Sim entire draft. Let's just get through it all, boys. I'll take my time with the re-sign stage. I'll probably do some power of video editing. Let me just get through it. Go to player morale. Oh, God, here we go. Everyone's going to be angry that I traded away everyone. Max Domi, what do you got to say? Being traded is always a hassle, but I'll rebound. I always do. All right. Welcome aboard. I think that trade will leave both teams happy. Oh, maybe that's not good for him. Positive effect. Never mind. Being traded is a big change, but I'll make you proud of your choice. All right. Welcome aboard. I'll do the same thing. No effect. I'm not happy that you chose to trade away Victor Hedman. It really changes the locker room for me. Well, the guy wasn't getting it done. And you're fantastic, Finn. You're not supposed to like the Super Sweets. It was a hard decision. Sorry it affected you in that way. No effect. All right. So, there you go. I'm trying to work with the morale. My locker room chemistry is now down to 66%. Oh, man. We've ruined this team. Well, it's not like we were winning anyways. So, to hell with it. All right, so go to contracts. So, boys, let me do all this stuff. I'll come back and I'll tell you guys what let me just do all this stuff. Power of video edit. Nice and finished, boys. Got the re-sign stage up to date. I want to show you guys what we did. So here are the 4 goaltenders that we're going to be going into next year with. Subban, Kakinen, Skinner, and Tavares. I let Jonesy go because Skinner's either able to play the backup role or Kakinen can play the backup role. One of those guys can get it done. We'll take a look at the defensemen. Here are the defensemen: Klingberg, DeAngelo, Gooley, Day, Reinhart, Ristolainen. There's the top 6. Not a single guy over 27 years of age. And I'm hoping that DeAngelo, Gooley, Day can all grow. Ristolainen and Reinhart not so much. But those 3 guys, if they can grow, get up to 89, 90. Well, I don't know about Gooley and DeAngelo, but Day, as that elite defenseman, he's got to get up there with Klingberg, man. He'll have the time. He'll have the chance this year on the first line. Lalonde, Martin, Sabin, I got these guys all down here in the AHL. They don't have great potential, but they're growing. They're growing. We also have, I want to show you guys, where's that guy that I just drafted? Seabrook, yeah. Seabrook, just drafted him at 75 overall at 19 years of age. Is pretty good. But that offensive defenseman, Safronov, he's only 65. So Seabrook could be a decent little guy. Let's go right wingers. Reinhart, Altonen, Callahan, I re-signed. Well, I just offered him a contract for 1 more year. I actually have to blow my nose. God damn it. We just had the break, too. There we go. So I just sent Callahan a 1 year, $2 million, $2.5 million, something like that. He could play the 3rd or 4th line for us. You guys say that veterans are necessary, right? So we'll see. Left wingers. All these guys, Domi, Eichel, Ehlers I have for 2 more years. Might as well hold on to them. Like I said, we still have some trades to make, but I wanna see what the team looks like when in the edit line screen, and then you guys can help me out with that. So Ryan O'Reilly and Kyle Turris definitely trade baits. 29 and 30 though. I guess if you guys want veterans for the team, they could be the top 2. But I already have a top 6 of young players that I want to give ice time to this year, so we may not have room for them. But other than that, we got everyone signed, I believe. Hang on, let me just search it. 2021. Yeah, Callahan, and then these 4 guys I don't need to sign, all right? So there is the re-sign stage. We'll get into free agency, then we'll sim to the preseason, and we'll see what we're all about. So advanced day, we just got to see if Ryan Callahan will sign with us. Yes, he did. So I think we have like $7 or $8 million of cap space available. So we'll go into free agency. We'll see if there's anyone available. But I'm getting to the point now where we have too many assets on this team. I didn't want to. What I would do, if I was planning on going like another 5 years with this team, O'Reilly and Turris and a few other of the trades, I would have put in some prospects and I would have put in some draft picks as well. But at this point, that's a little bit boring just because we're not going to be like we already have Burke Holes and Alton, and we're not going to be waiting to draft a guy and then wait another 4 or 5 years for him to develop, right? So here is free agency. Let me just go to goaltenders first. There is some nice ones. I have how much? $9.6 million of cap space. That's nice. All right, so I don't need any of these guys for goaltenders. I want to give my prospects the chance to play. There's no potential guys. So no, we don't need anyone in the goaltender section, boys. Defensemen. Let's see, top 4. There's some good guys, but again, we already have we have the team. We have the team. I mean, Roman Josi is in there. 6 years. He's already 30 years of age. Give him a 6-year deal. That's actually not that bad. $8 million though. We already have. Now, you know what, boys? I'm not gonna say who would want to come to Buffalo anyways. You know what I mean? We haven't done enough. Tyson Berry's in there. Definitely some nice defensemen. But you know what? No, I'm not gonna sign them. Not gonna sign them. No way. Forwards. I want to see what I can do with just the team that we have. Hayes, Soderberg, Ross, Killorn. There probably is some nice... Kennis, this guy's got some good defensive category. Oh, he used to be on Anaheim, didn't he? Or was that another guy? Oh, fuck. You know what? I'm not going to sign anyone, boys. We have our team. Let's go into... Because even the depth, I could trade Turris and O'Reilly for 3rd and 4th line depth, which is the only question mark in my head. I have the top 6, I have my defensive core, I have my goaltenders. So you know what? Yeah, let's get to preseason, all right, boys? Power of video editing. All right, so here we are in preseason. So let me show you guys what the roster looks like, who we have. Our locker room chemistry is down at 66%. We're probably not going to have a good year no matter what if it's based off of chemistry, right? But let me just show you guys what we have. So roster moves. Let me get everyone on the right team here. Goaltenders. All right, so Subban, and they're saying Kakinen. He's 80 overall. Yeah, Stuart. Oh, wait, Stuart Skinner is an 82. Oh man, if I click minor league backup, how is he a minor league backup as a 82 overall? You know what, boys? Hang on. I already saved it before the end of free agency, but I've gotten to learn that if you click down view player, overwrite current file. If you hit down view player on that roster changes menu, like it tends to freeze. It really does. At least I've gotten better with that, learning that that's the screen that happens on. Watch, I guarantee you it'll happen. Edit lines, roster moves. Maybe I have to. Maybe that old glitch is still there where it doesn't update the player role until you actually leave the GM, save it, leave, and come back in. Stuart Skinner. Let's see. Let's say Stuart Skinner, minor league backup goaltender at 82 overall as a minor league backup goalie. I think he should be in the NHL this year, boys. I really do. Really do. All right, so I'm going to change Stuart Skinner with Kakinen and give him the chance to play as the backup and grow there. All right, boom. So Stuart Skinner is up in the NHL, our first overall pick, finally getting the chance to play in the NHL at 21 years of age. That's still young enough for a goaltender, please. He could still work out to be a bona fide first overall pick, boys. Defenseman. Okay, so I already know we have the defensive core. Klingberg, D'Angelo, Gooley, Ristolainen, and where's Day? Why would Day not even be in here? Here we go. Day. There's Sean Day. Datsuk is actually up at 80. He's got one more year down there. We don't have any room for him. Lalonde, Sabin, Martin. All you guys. Switch it up. There you go. All right, so there's your defensive core for the year. Klingberg, D'Angelo, Gooley, Day, Reinhart, and Ristolainen. Very nice. And we'll go forwards. Who do we have? Callahan down there at 84. I'm not expecting too much out of Callahan. If he drops, I don't even need to play him. I can trade him. I don't care in the system. Do we have anyone that I need down here? All right, so I'll bring up the guys who maybe can play. Bert Cole's definitely. Palmu and Pooh. I had these guys listed as player. Come on, let me multi-select. Fucking, oh, Jesus. You slow game. Here we go. Multi-select, all right? So I'll bring them up. NHL. Let me just send down the guys who I know I don't need. Kavanaugh I need. Phillip I don't need. There we go. Kutak, Baptiste, Callahan. Will that be enough right there? Yeah, okay, I can do that. So I have some extra room. Okay, perfect. So let's go to edit lines. Boom. All right, lines have errors. I'll just quickly go best lines. Best lines. All right, so it's saying that Max Domi, Ryan O'Reilly, Sam Reinhart, Jack Eichel, Kyle Turris, Nikolai Ehlers. Ehlers is probably going to be somebody who doesn't play. Ryan Callahan, Giorgio Estefan, and Altonen, Kutak, Baptiste, and Burkholz. Okay, so this is the problem with Turris and O'Reilly. They're still taking time from these guys. The way I had it in my mind, I'll show you guys, all right? So I was thinking something like this. I can change around the player positions again, but I was thinking, because Reinhardt's going to be our best forward, Reinhardt will give Altonen, the power forward, a chance to play in that first line, and then Max Domi. Now, I know there's two playmakers. I can always mix that up, but that's what I was thinking of on the first line. And then the second line, Estefan with Eichel and Burkholz, okay? And that way you have the sniper, two-way forward sniper combination. Up here you have two playmakers. Now I can always do this, get the playmaker, sniper, power forward, sniper, two-way forward playmaker combo. But then Max Domi is on the second line, and I want to give Max Domi the time. I think he's listed as a first-line forward. Yeah, he is. And Jack Eichel is only listed as he's listed as first-liner as well. Maybe I got to go Altonen down here then instead. Quick swap. There we go. Burkholz, like that or something like that, you know? Anyways, these guys were the top six that I was thinking of. That's why O'Reilly and Turris, they just don't fit in down here. So if I was building the team, Baptiste would go on the third line right side. Kutak, the really good... Whoa, Kutak grew to low elites? Woohoo! This guy was drafted in the third round. I got to give this guy the ice time that he wants. There you go. Kutak up there, all right? So Reinhart, Estefan, Kutak, Baptiste, Callahan, Callie, if I want, I can have him on the fourth line. All right, Ehlers is in there, O'Reilly and Turris. Let me see who the guys aren't starting. Okay, hang on. I'll get this, boys. Scratch, just so I know. I'll go looking for the players. Pooh, Palmu, and Kavanaugh. Kavanagh's got to play. He's the good defensive guy that I'm trying to grow. So Kavanaugh is a fourth liner. Back to edit lines. Yeah. What the hell? Best lines. Jesus, what am I pressing? I'm pressing all sorts of buttons. Here we go. Kavanaugh, you're right down there. Left wing. There we go. Yep. Switch with O'Reilly. I'm fine there. Kavanaugh. We also have the fourth line center. Who was that again? Kutak. Okay, so if we're going to make a trade, we're going to have to trade for a fourth line center because Kutak moved up. Right. So we'd have to trade for a fourth line center, boys. That's not that bad, though. That's easy. We could get a penalty killer, a devoted penalty killer. And then Palmu and Pooh. See, these guys, they can't play. So one of them, I think, has to go then because... Palmu can go right there. Yeah. Or Pooh. Is Pooh? No, I think Palmu would be better. I got to choose one of these guys. You guys can choose. There's Petrus Palmu. He's 23, top 9 forward. A fantastic fin for me. Drafted in the 4th round. His defensive awareness is up at 84, so maybe you can trust him. Or Pooh. We traded for him. He's 82. He's a top 6 high, but he's still listed as a minor league scoring forward. His defensive categories are not that great. His offensive awareness is not that great. He's got a really hard shot, but not accurate. I don't know. I think Pooh might be a trade bait at this point, boys. We just can't hold on to him. Actually, he was listed as a minor league scoring forward. He could play in the AHL for another year for all I care. So it'd actually be Palmu that goes in right there. There you go. So Palmu, Kutak, and Baptiste. And then 4th line center, Ryan Callahan and Kavanaugh. We get a defensive player. What do you guys think about that forward core? So Kyle Turris and Ryan O'Reilly have got to go. But I don't really need anything back, right? That's the crazy thing here. I got so many players. Defensively, it would be D'Angelo on the 2nd line, Sean Day, Gooley, Reinhart, Ristolainen. There you go. 3 righties. I have 2 offensive defensemen now, Klingberg and D'Angelo. And then Sean Day and Gooley are my two-way defenders. And then the top 6 looks like that. The power play and everything else, that's not important at this point. Special teams. Just because it's going to be the top 6 anyways. I don't want to get somebody on the 3rd or 4th line who would be on the power play. So it would just be our top 6 and our top 4. Klingberg and D'Angelo. I may even split them. Oh, that would be nice, though. That would be a filthy first-line power play. So you know what, boys? I'm going to leave it there with you guys. I know you guys want this series to end, but I had a lot of fun, breaking apart the team and setting it up for the future. Subban and Stuart Skinner. We didn't make it work with the veterans like Kyle Turris, O'Reilly, Hedman, and Simmons, so it's time to get rid of them and start all over again. So what do you guys think? Who could I trade for? What position do I need to turn this into a winning team? Should I just trade away for first-round picks? Or should I tie, Turris, O'Reilly, and Jack Eichel in for Alexander Ovechkin or Jonathan Toews or Patrick Kane? I guess we could do something. Bring Patrick Kane back home to Buffalo. I could do that. Yeah. How about that, boys? Oh, man. So let me know what you guys think. We have a lot of decisions to make. The next video, it will be an entire season simulation no matter what. And then after that, if we make the playoffs, we'll go for a run. If we don't, we'll call it an end to the series. All right, fans of Buffalo, one more freaking year. One more year. We can do it. Be sure to check out our website, 2bcsports.com, where the hockey talk continues. Find myself and others in the live interactive chat, or dive into the active forums to talk about sports and gaming. You can also find us on Twitch, where the live streams come to life.